Welcome to Mass and Beers. My name is Matt. We do all the beer stuff here. Another heavy real jam. Yeah, look at that art. That's some good art right there. I dig that. This be their LUVV Orange Creamsicle. One of those smoothie, fruity, soury things. It's a sour ale with orange and vanilla beans, coming at 6% alcohol by volume. Seaside Heights, Sun, my old stomping grounds. Comes courtesy of Jeff from Heavy Real Brewing. Owner, brewer. Thank you very much, brother. Kinda in the mood for one of these. I haven't had one of these kind of beers in quite some time. Ooh. That was a little bulgy. It's not really gushing or anything, but I'm kind of in the mood. In the mood. Especially the creamsicle vibe really does kind of do me with this kind of style of beer, so we'll see how it rolls. I can be kind of hard on these, so we'll see what's what. Well, anyways, I love the art. The art is very, very, very cool. The rest of the layout is, a little strokey font, big blockiness. Something about it. Love the art. Rest of it, there's my nitpick. Beer-wise, if you call this beer, big head, because it's not just me and the way I pour stuff. It's this beer over here. And honestly, from a distance, if you look at it, it looks a little bit more orange than what you'd expect from a typical kind of hazy IPA. So it gives off this kind of something added extra kind of vibe to it. Even the head itself has a tinge of orange to it. So it's kind of giving off something a little bit more. So I would hope if I would crack one of these as like a mystery beer, I'd be like, yeah, it looks like a hazy, but there's something more to it. So you can tell that there's a little bit something going on. The nose, I'm surprised I haven't got wafts of orange and vanilla yet. They're there. Very much all creamsicle all the time on this thing. It has that soft vanilla kind of airing slowly into a kind of marshmallow, like almost a, that's what popped in my brain. Circus peanuts, orange circus peanut. That's what this comes off as more than creamsicle. Creamsicle, you obviously think of ice cream. This is like orange circus peanut because it has this little kind of malty characteristic I think is inherent to that. Because that's always how those kind of circus peanuts kind of come off. But it has that vanilla, little marshmallow vibes, that orange kind of confectionery orange thing that isn't really orange but is a little bit more tang than anything else. Kind of works in a beer like this, so I ain't hating. Let's dive in. Cheers, y'all. I like this. I was prepared to be like, because these styles, for me, have to hit a specific way. They really do. And I'll tell you this, all the circus peanuts on the nose, it is very much creamsicle in the taste. There's a big tartness to it. A relative tartness. I shouldn't say it's super tart. It's not like Cascade sour tartness, acidic kind of tartness. But you do get this pop of tartness, which is absolutely 100% needed for how sweet this is. This is a sweet beer. Listen, we're doing one of these sour creamsicle beers. It's gonna be sweet. I wasn't not expecting it not to be sweet. But when you put that tartness in there, it just acts as that counterbalance that just makes it really explosively fun on the palate. It really does. It has a nice mouthfeel, which is super cool for beers like these. More often than not, they get a little grainy, a little turbid, a little bit too dense. This has this kind of, like, you just ate a creamsicle, but you have the saliva or whatever in your mouth. You take a glass of water, it has that kind of thing going on where it's still kind of swishing around this kind of creamsicle-y flavor. My speaker's making noise. Now it's gone. I like this quite a bit. I really do. More than I typically like these. Like I said, so many people get these wrong. They almost go like challenge on these. Like, how goopy can we get? How sweet can we get? How this can we get? And this one gets in a range where a drinking can of this, and this is very much high praise. I think I'm going to drink this whole can. You know, typically these beers, I'm like, these are really fun. That was fun flavors. Half of this is enough. I think a whole can of this is easily drinkable, but for me, I mean, that's me. You know, you might dig on these and they're your favorite kind of beer. I'm not hating on your yum. I'm saying for me, these beers typically sit around a half can and I'm done. I'm digging on this. I think I'm gonna drink the whole thing. I might not drink it all in one. I might drink half, switch to another one, come back to it. But I think it's really fun, and it really does represent a nice orange creamsicle, which is you think is a no shit Sherlock kind of thing going on, but it's not, man. A lot of breweries say stuff on the cans, and especially these kind of beers, and while they taste like confectionery vanilla fun drink, they don't taste like orange creamsicle or whatever they're trying to push across, whereas this one really much does. I kind of thought it was going to go a little bit different because of that kind of circus peanut thing as opposed to creamsicle, but it's very much the creamsicle on the taste and just finishes that way. So it's almost an afterthought, the nose at this point. I bet if I smell it, all I get is creamsicle now. Yeah, that's fun. It's almost like there's a bit of a carbonic acid thing too, which adds like a soft bittering, which I think helps temper that sweetness too. Tartness sits on the palate and just washes with that nice vanilla / marshmallowy creamsicle thing. I like it. I dig it. Now we get to this portion of the show. This is one of the better smoothie sour. I wouldn't hesitate to call this a smoothie sour, but kind of like, you know, fruited sour kind of things that I've had. Like, I can't remember the last 4 I've had. This would default to Mount Rushmore status just in that kind of criteria alone. But it's up there, man, with some of the best ones I've had for over a while because, you know, like I said, this is not a style I drink quite often. But, you know, environment or mindset goes a lot into these. I was kind of craving one of these beers and this hit exactly where I wanted to hit. So I'm a fan. I dig it quite a bit. Let's talk about it. Heavy Real. What's your dilly? Have you been there? Have you had their beers? Have you had this beer? All that stuff down there. Let's talk about it. There you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little fruited jammer right now. Well, see you next time. Cheers, y'all.